there has been a constant war, a war with fear. Those who have the courage to conquer it are made free, and those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it.
My name is Devon Bartholomew and I drive Supra. So my car is a 1995 Toyota Supra Mark IV JZ80. It came manual with the 2JZ GE engine. I ran it for a couple years here, like 3 years, non-turbo. I used to call it the Ninja, well, I used to call it the electric car because it was so quiet. And just had a welded diff, and that was it. But now it has transformed into what you see where it is now. My passion for cars actually began probably before I even knew, because I was always into cars. I was born in a Pampers, but literally I had gas in my veins. The first setup on the car was actually, as I said earlier, was it was a non-turbo engine, manual, and a welded diff, and that was it. I've been drifting professionally for so long that I don't want to say, because I'll be one of the elders in the sport. But I've probably been drifting from since, I would say, 2005, when I had a 86 Corolla. Yeah, that was back then. Right, so the specs of the car is, I have no clue, I'm joking. Okay. So the car is now a single turbo, Precision 6266 turbo. It is running on 18 pounds of boost, makes 453 horsepower. 1000cc ID injectors, max ECU, standalone management, tuned by Kess. Racetrack wheels, as you can see, and Achilles rubber. Probably that's about it. What I love most about my car is, that's a hard question, and I can't really answer because I really do enjoy just driving my car every day. It's just everything. It just comes together. The kind of problems that creep up before track day is a lot of problems. It's actually usually time management, because we are all workers, we all have jobs. We just don't have the time to prepare the vehicles as much as we would like to. So the problems usually come up on the day, and it's all helter-skelter until. Well, locally, I would like to tandem with guys like Roger, of course, Keon. That's my go-to tandem guys. I also want to tandem with Shivam. He's pretty good. Rajiv Nicholas always gives me smokes me out. So I would like to tandem with Nicholas as well. Actually, most of the local guys are good fun to tandem with. Internationally, I would really like to tandem. Internationally, I really like to tandem with guys, with someone like caliber of like Frederick Asbo and James Dean, because they are so clinical with their lines. Why drift and not drag? So that's a funny question, because back when it had gangster drags, I was into gangster drags. I wasn't into competing in gangster drags, but it was just fun, a fun, good old time. But it wasn't for me. It wasn't enough. I wanted more, so I went into circuit, and then circuit still wasn't making the connections that I wanted to connect. And drift came along, and that's all I needed. To further the sport of drifting in Trinidad and Tobago is a very difficult thing. And the reason why I say that is because there are so many factors that goes against just motorsport on the whole. Because it's not like football where everybody's a fan. It's not like basketball where it's easy to just pick up a basketball and go play basketball and be a basketballer. Drifting, for people to really understand drifting, you kind of have to go through motorsport, and motorsport in itself is already such an underground sport. So from that aspect, I think it has to actually come from motorsport on the whole to step forward, and then everything will kind of go along with it. Drifting is a waste of money. I agree. But is the most fun wasting of money you could get. What do I want to achieve by the end of 2020 is, personally, how 2020 is already kind of almost, with COVID being such a obstacle. I wanted to put things in place so that I could have been, more aligned with international abilities, personally. So at the end of 2020, now as it stands, I think what my major goal is the backwards entries. Fans, I had that.
Got it! Got it!
Fans, I would just say, stay tuned. So, I'll give you all a story.
In the beginning,
So, there's the turn off there by the stadium, and I couldn't get brake pads for the car, so I decided to go and get some cheap reline brake pads, and came around that corner, and no one was there, road was clear, and I was like, alright, pull second gear, pull third gear, pull fourth gear, and as race car thing, brake at the last moment, downshift. So I thought. So when I hit the brakes, I run past the first turn off there, and I hit the brakes, and the pedal went down and came back up. And the car did this, and I was like, alright, cool, yeah, that's about it, And at that point in time, I can't say how fast I was going, but there was a lot of panic. And eventually, the car, I don't know how it does, the car actually went 3 corners. But that's the most memorable moment that I would like to forget. Call out for drifting, I would say Clint. Clint, I'm calling you out. So, I couldn't have gotten where I am right now without friends and family alike. Now I have a very small circle, so my circle actually has become my family. So guys like Roger, Ian, Dirk, Dylan, Casey, Jeeve, Keon, Jerome, all the guys on the, if I do mention it to them, all the guys on the team who, you know, they've been there for me, Stefan, Videsh, because these guys leave my wheel not slack and I have to go and do it over, you know. So sponsor wise, Liquid Molly, thank you very much. Racetrack and the, you know, Kester with the Mac PCUs, best tune because I believe engine and it's still alive. Just Shenanigans is the page, you know, and just Shenanigans is all about what me and my family are all about. Who else, boy? RPG Fiberglass, actually my first international sponsor. Twine Aero with the Moose Aero, right? And who else? What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? And well, who I haven't mentioned? Oh, Vijay Machine Work, because he does all my machine work on this car. Anything I need done. And Toby Selections. Right? And anybody who has had my back, I appreciate you all. And the best person, the person who missing these days, Gary, you know, he has been there from the beginning.